little over a month now from the start of another hurricane season. Last week, hurricane forecasters started issuing seasonal outlooks for the numbers for 2023.
For more on those numbers and what they're saying about the upcoming season is Zachary Taylor Fredella, almost birthday boy, with today's Tracking the Science.
Yes, we're tracking the science this morning because we need to talk about this upcoming hurricane season. The first official forecasts are out, so let's get right into the numbers. And we showed you these last week, but let me show you these updated numbers. This is remember, the average season now is 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 majors. The Colorado State forecast that was issued last week, slightly below normal. 13 named storms, 6 hurricanes, and 2 majors. Let me remind you of something, though. Last year, which we were never in a cone of uncertainty last year, remember it was supposed to be a very active season? It was not active. It was pretty much on par with our normals, where it was 14 named storms, 8 hurricanes, and 2 majors. Now, unfortunately, one of those majors was Ian, which moved into a very populated area. Here is the big reason why they're thinking maybe this season we're going to see this decrease in our activity. El Nino, remember, El Nino is the warmer waters in the Pacific. La Nina is colder waters in the Pacific Ocean, equatorial Pacific near the equator. We've been in the La Nina, which is the cooler waters, but look at the El Nino starting to grow along the equator. This is great news, but I caution you about something, all right? El Nino is great because the warmer waters over here produces more wind shear on the northern side of it. So the Caribbean, Atlantic, more wind shear blows apart the storms as they try to develop. But let me show you our temperature map that's over the Atlantic right now, because we're actually seeing the warmest Atlantic Ocean we've ever seen on record since the 1970s. You see all of these above normal water temperatures that stretch from the Gulf through the Caribbean to the position where most storms start to develop between Africa and the Lesser Antilles. So this is going to be a competing year where El Nino is great for us. It usually knocks down our hurricane numbers, but we also have a very warm Atlantic, and we've never seen both the Atlantic and the Pacific this warm at the same time. Couple of analogs, and you might be like, what is an analog? That's some of the seasons that resemble this year's temperatures as far as the water temperatures. This does not mean that, oh, the same storms are going to happen. No, it just gives you a flavor of some of the seasons we're looking at. And this is from Colorado State. One of those seasons was 1969 that they're putting out there. Of course, we had Camille, which is not technically a Louisiana storm, but it was close enough. 2002, which was a very active year for us. We had Lily and Isidore, but some of the other years are 2006. Nothing happened. 2014, nothing happened in Louisiana. And these were very inactive hurricane seasons where there was barely anything out there, just a few storms out over the Atlantic Ocean. Another analog that they're putting out there is 2012, which also had Isaac. And we do this every single season, guys, where it's like, when they're saying there's going to be 20 named storms, well, if none of them hit you, then you're fine. The same story when there's fewer named storms. If they don't hit you, or if one of them hits you, it's a very active season for you. The big story is always, hopefully, with fewer storms, our percentages are down that we're going to get hit, and we can go 2 years in a row without having any tropical troubles this year.